Glad to see that you can make it, Robert.
Sorry about that. I overslept. It's been kind of hard to sleep these nights.
Most of which is why you're here, yes? Do you know why you're here, Robert?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Let's start. Let's start from the beginning where it all started.
I wake up 3 in the morning, smelling pizza and beer. Like what the fuck, another argument that I got to hear. Moms and pops in the kitchen, them in there throwing up fists. The next thing I see was mommy crying and eating licks. But then the tables turned, she had the inner chokehold. Knock him out the scun out, then tell me grab some clothes. I couldn't feel my legs, I couldn't feel my toes. Understand, big man, I was only 5 years old, but somehow I grabbed my Mickey Mouse and run through the door. End up by Auntie Parker till the next morning roll. 4 years later, same shit, I tell her get this divorce. Cause 2 years prior, he had a gun up in his ankle. That's why I run by Steve, that's why I run by Craig. Cause at times in my own place I didn't feel safety. And that was one episode, stick around for the next. See why everything with Swain ain't always blessed. That's why I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. That's why I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. That's why I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. I be going through some things, you don't know what I be thinking. That's why I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. That's why I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. That's why I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. I be going through some things, you don't know what I be thinking. She want me call her stepmom, but that fuck ain't gon' happen. Vindictive bitches always want you separate from your family so they could poison your heart, fill your mind with garbage. Got you for a fucking fool, but you ain't seen the damage. Put that voodoo spell, I knew you gon' feed her that cabbage. I talking Benjamin Franklin's, I talking Grants and Jackson's, I talking $1,000 rooms in New York, Manhattan. The same trip she say her precious jewelry box went missing, so now she plotting on your son. Claim I owe, they robbing your wine. Ban me from the house, but you gon' feel bad in the morning, so you just leave me without wanting. And all this time I was thinking no pussy coming over blood unless the pussy menstruating. But who the fuck is me? I don't do philosophy, I just live by the golden rule. If you do unto me, then you gon' get it back. Had like a bitch on crack, and though my tummy consume, I'll never take it back. That's why I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. That's why I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. That's why I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. I be going through some things, you don't know what I be thinking. That's why I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. That's why I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. That's why I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. I be going through some things, you don't know what I be thinking. We should I never do them. Partner, if I had know what it would I do? Partner, like Korea, we split apart. Partner, you went back south and I stayed not. I played my part. Partner, now look at we in a different wall. We in a different wall. We used to run through, girl. We used to smoke that hub up in school. Them man had car with them VI boys. When you start tripping, nigga, I couldn't believe my eyes and imagine I was the one who paid that 35 white A's. We were really doing a cloud 89, cause cloud 10 was just fine, but this time it was different. I recognize you wasn't on the same cloud as mine. A year later, see you home, you just passing me straight, like you forgetting and rejecting is your life I had saved. Not knowing that you were caught up in the same mind frame, blaming you for blaming me. Know what the fuck I doing? That's why I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. That's why I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. That's why I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. I be going through something, you don't know what I be taking. That's why I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. That's why I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. That's why I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. I be going through some things, you don't know what I be thinking. Thinking, 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 thinking.
Okay. I think after that, we both need a drink.